Hi, it's all connected, legally lab ratted. You know, um, like I told you before, anybody who's in this position with the Bluetooth in ear who've been diagnosed with schizophrenia or everything, if you live in the Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, Virginia, Delaware, east of the Mississippi area, and you have been recently diagnosed with the Bluetooth, with schizophrenia, something called a psych ward, where some because you were attacked or poisoned or sick, whether you went into the hospital with mental issues or not, you went to the local mental side of the hospital or medical facility where you live at in your location, or was dragged out of state or in some places out of country to some place that was a psych ward, and you wind up not being treated, drugged up, maybe poisoned or whatever. If you try to get legal help, and I'm sure you're just like me, you couldn't get it. I know in the States that's against our constitutional rights. You cannot block somebody from getting legal representation, and you cannot block somebody from pursuing legal assault, because that is illegal. The whole thing with this is also illegal because you cannot do that medically. Have somebody put into a research thing and do terrorist attacks to them and their neighborhood. Because if you had this in here, I guarantee you that your neighborhood was assaulted. Somebody came in and did stuff, your neighbors are assaulted. Plus, they did defamation of character, which is they lied about you to make you seem, to demonize you, basically. And they have these podcasts that are out there for everybody who has this Bluetooth that's crammed in their ear that you cannot remove. And who went, especially those that went to that psych ward experience. I'm telling you now, we're not the only people. There's a lot of people out there, so spread the word. There have been people, like I said, people have died. It's not a joke. It's actually real life. And they're blocking our right to get legal counsel, which is also against the Constitution. You cannot do that. As so, and if there's any lawyers out there, I don't know if they're blocking your right to actually mount a case or even to look for other victims who, if you're one of us, I'm sure you know that this makes no sense. They tore up people's houses, stolen property from people, gotten people kicked out of their apartments. There are people in the homeless shelters right now. And from what I know, they may have assaulted or killed some of these people in the homeless shelter, in the homeless community, after they made them move when they stole their money and everything else, because they robbed banks too. So I'm just letting you know. They keep trying to say we're mentally unstable or mentally retarded. Here's the thing. Most of us were not until they did this. So if you did wind up being mentally unstable, it's because of the medication they put you on that you were never on, that you didn't need to go on in the first place. Or it's because of the fact that maybe the stress that's caused, or the other stuff that they did to us. So I'm just letting you know there's something going on. There is a lot of hands involved in what's going on. I don't know who's doing it, but it needs to stop. And help with wherever, even if you got to contact people in the government, contact your congressman, contact your senator, contact somebody to let them know what's going on, because really, they need to know too. But if you can get legal help, please, by all means, let me know how you did it. Because I tried and I couldn't. Like I said, it's all connected.